when I was in my audition, I was scared. I told myself, just do it, but have fun with it. Don't do it. And then when you walk out, say to yourself, now I'm done. I don't have to do that again. Maybe you didn't want to do that, but at least tell yourself that was fun.
Welcome to the Imperfectly Empowered podcast with leading DIY lifestyle blogger ahnafulmer to reclaim their hearts and homes by empowering transformation, one imperfect day at a time.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Imperfectly Empowered podcast. I'm your host, ahnafulmer. Today, it is my privilege to introduce you to Gracelyn Fulmer. Gracie is 9 years old. She's going into fourth grade. She is my firstborn daughter, mini me minus the curls. And we're going to chat about her love of animals, her experience this far in the performing arts, and her expert advice on living your best 9-year-old life. Welcome, Gracelyn Fulmer.
Hi.
Hey, sis.
Hi.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks. This is awkward because I've never done this before, but okay.
You're going to do great. The video is very confusing. I just interviewed Caleb and he was very distracted by seeing himself on the screen. I think that was part of the problem.
I can't stop looking over. It's weird.
Just look at me. Just look at me. Gracie, you just wrapped up third grade. What was your favorite part about third grade, and what was your favorite thing that you learned?
My teacher was awesome.
You did love your teacher. She was awesome.
Yeah, she's the best. And I'm going to say I loved writing stories, and she helped me just learn more stuff about writing things.
Yeah, you love writing. You love writing and drawing and reading. All of the above. You had a lot of firsts this year. So this was the very first year that you ever did the performing arts. So you've played piano for, 4 years now? I think this was your fourth piano recital. That's crazy. And we've kept it really low key for her. She goes every other week, although we might bump that up this year for the first time. So we've just kind of kept it chill. Her piano teacher is also amazing. We love him as well. He's an old family friend. So you do piano, but then this year you had a brand new experience at
ballet and acting.
Yeah, the Performing Arts Academy. We will give a shout out to the Kavad Academy. They're amazing for anyone local. And so you did acting and you did ballet. What was it like doing that for the very first time? You were the youngest, I think, in both classes.
Not in ballet.
Okay, not in ballet. Yeah, acting, you were significantly younger. I snuck you into, we couldn't do the one for your age. So we snuck you into a different night that was for, I think it was 10 to 13 year olds or something, or 12 to 4. It was anyway, but you rocked it. You did amazing. So tell me about your very first year in ballet and acting.
Okay. So talking about ballet, I liked it. I knew a lot of my friends from, something I did last year in the summer. But it was just weird because there were a lot of older people around me, older kids. But I thought it fun.
Yeah, you had a great time.
Yeah.
But it was a little nerve-wracking to do it for the first time. I think a lot of times you just don't know what to expect, especially if you've never danced before or you've never done anything like that. And then there was acting as well. Do you remember? I was so proud of the progress that you made over the course of 1 year. Do you remember the showcase that you had halfway through the year in December? So they did an end of the semester. Yeah. And they all had to do monologues. And then at the end of the year in June, they did group scenes. Talk to me about the difference between your showcase in December versus your showcase in June. How confident were you? What was the difference between December and June? Do you remember?
Well, I definitely felt like braver, less nerve-wracking when I was with people in June, but in December, I felt weird because I've never like done something on my own. I've never really experienced saying something by myself. I just, in front of everyone, it just felt like it wasn't me, but with a little help of my awesome mom and dad, I was able to accomplish it. So
you did. Yeah. And I will never forget, you came off the stage and after it was all done in December, and we had a lot of conversations, didn't we? I mean, there was a lot of like, you wouldn't
let me go to bed until I finished it.
I did. I made you practice over and over so you felt more confident to do it. And then you were so nervous. And it was your very first time on stage speaking and giving a monologue or acting or whatever. And I'll never forget, you came up to me afterwards and you said, "Mom, that was really cool. I want to do it again." I loved it. You were so proud of yourself that you did it. And it was so sweet to watch that. And then fast forward to June.
That one I felt more confident in.
You rocked it. You rocked your group scenes. It was so fun to watch all of you kids come together and do these scenes from different Disney shows or, different scenes that were picked by your teacher. And then you had another first. You had your very first ever audition. You were so for those of you listening and watching, Gracie is super excited to be in musicals. She can't wait to pull it all together, but she's never had voice lessons or, I've been able to teach her some things, but I am by no means a professional vocal instructor. And you had your very first audition. Tell us what that was like, auditioning for a musical. Were you just a little bit nervous?
A little.
Your exact words were, "I'm super scared, but I'm also super excited." Those were your words.
When I went up in front of everyone, I thought it fun.
So tell us what it's like. Tell us what it's like, because a lot of people have never auditioned for something. They don't know what it's like. So you prepare a song, right?
I sing a song, and in front of
And what song did you sing from your audition?
I sang for the first time in forever.
From Frozen. Give us a quick, how does that one go?
From where?
Sing us a couple bars from For the First Time in Forever.
The window is open, says that door. I didn't know they did that anymore. Who knew we owned 8,000 solid plates?
So it's that scene that Anna does and she's twirling all around. And what if I meet the one? Anyway, so you did that one. Okay, so tell us what it's like. So you prepared that number and then you walk into this room, right?
Yeah, I just walk in, announce my name, my age, and then the song I'm going to sing, and I sing it. And I got a call back, so they sent me back to sing the song.
Yeah, so this is kind of a funny story. Mom fail / proud moment all at the same time. I have been trying to encourage Gracie to audition just simply for the sake of the practice of hearing no's. Like most performers, anyone who has never auditioned for something, you may not understand this, but most people hear no a lot before they get a yes. Maybe you get an ensemble part, maybe, but for your very first audition, rarely will you get any part, and it's quite normal. And you learn that you build resilience, and it's important to learn the art of hearing no and not let that debilitate you from future success. So Gracie and I've been having all these conversations and then you went and got a call back, crazy child.
So I'm still wondering if I get the part.
Yep.
But
so what musical did you audition for?
Oh yeah. A Tale of Two Cities by great Charles Dickens.
Yeah, so he wrote it. I don't know who actually wrote the musical, but the music is beautiful. So talk to other 9-year-olds, talk to other girls. What do you do when you feel nervous? Because it's really nerve-wracking, isn't it? I mean, you walk into a room and you said there was 3 people sitting there staring at you. You handed your music to the pianist and she just was like, 3, 2, 1, go.
And I was like, okay.
Anna was rocking and rolling real fast. You had to turn on Frozen quickly. Yeah. But what do you do? What advice do you give to other girls who struggle with feeling anxious and like they're not good enough and they can't do it?
Okay, so you walk in, and as I was, it felt weird. In the show, I know they were all looking at me, but it felt easier. In the room to get auditioned when I was auditioning, they were just staring at me and it felt weird. But actually I did something funny is I did something that my acting teacher taught me to do.
What is that?
I clenched.
You pictured everybody in their underwear?
No. I mean,
maybe that would have been terrifying.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, sorry. What did he teach you to do?
I squeezed my fists for I think it was 10 seconds and then let them go. And then I didn't do the other half because that would have looked weird. But I squeezed my fists for 10 seconds and then let them go for 10 seconds. And it actually worked. I felt less scared.
Interesting. Okay, so tell all of your friends listening again what you do for nerves. So you squeeze your fist for 10 seconds, you let go, and then what was the other half? So tell us the whole thing again.
The other half. Well, so you squeeze your fist for 10 seconds, then let them go for 10 seconds. Originally, you should be sitting down in a chair because you'd like here's your knee. You'd clench in your legs for 10 seconds and then let them go for 10 seconds. But that would be kind of hard to do since you're standing up in front of everyone.
That was really, really good. So you're basically kind of like squeezing and then releasing, and then releasing the tension and the stress. I love that. So you did that during your audition. Good for you. What other things would you tell to another friend who might be listening? Maybe it's not audition related, but if she really wants to do something, but she's scared that she won't be good at it, or she has doubts that she can do it, what would you say to her? What kinds of things have you learned to do when you feel like you doubt yourself or that you're not good enough? What kinds of things do you tell yourself or do you do?
Well, I tell myself, just do it. Sometimes.
My girl, wait, hold on a second. This was not planned. Let me just tell you, this was not planned. Okay, say that one more time for all the people in the back who didn't hear it.
Just do it.
Amen. Amen. I've succeeded as a mom.
Except there's another half to it.
Okay. You can say the other half.
My brain tells me just do it. If you do it, it'll be done. But I tell myself, enjoy it. Do it, but don't feel like when I was in my audition, there was this girl who walked out looking like, okay, phew, it's done. And I was like, okay. I walked in and I was scared. I told myself, just do it, but have fun with it. Don't do it. And then when you walk out, say to yourself, wow, I did it. Now I'm done. I don't have to do that again. Walk out saying okay,
that was
done.
Fun.
But don't think to yourself, fine, I'm done. That was I didn't want to do that. Maybe you didn't want to do that. but at least tell yourself that was fun, because you're going to feel like bad about it.
I love that. I think there's a lot of wisdom in that. And, I think too, for moms listening, she's 9 years old, and I would love to take a lot of credit here, God has given her a lot of insight and wisdom in life. So I can actually take very little credit. But one of the things that I think from a standpoint that I've learned is finding that balance between, for piano and the things that you do. I do try to push you to practice hard, right? To prepare well so that you feel more confident than when the performance comes, when that moment comes and you feel prepared. That is half of success is the preparation. But then when the moment actually comes, what do we talk about? It doesn't matter if you mess up. It doesn't matter how many mistakes that you make.
If you make a mistake,
you just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because it's done.
Not like they're going to know.
It.
It's not like they're going to know. If you make a mistake, it's fine. It's not like anyone's going to know it's a mistake.
Yep. And even if they do know, it's okay, because you have made progress, you've grown, and you've done your very best. And that's ultimately what we want in the end. So that's kind of my approach. And I hope that I communicate that to all my kids. Like, when the show actually happens, when the moment comes, you prepare. And then when the performance happens, you just enjoy it. And whatever happens, happens, and you go with it. So I think, Gracie, you've modeled that very, very well. It's fun to walk that journey with you. I think you gave great advice. So let me ask you this. If you could be any character from any movie or any musical, who would you be?
Okay. From a Broadway musical or from like a ballet show?
A ballet show.
Like
anything.
What? Okay.
Or a movie. Anything.
I'm gonna say Broadway musical.
Okay.
We went to see this one time with my friend, but I probably want to be someone from Little Women.
Yeah, Little Women. We went to see that musical, and it was excellent. It was very.
If you're speaking who I want to be, I'm gonna say maybe Meg.
Meg, yeah.
Meg or Joe.
Yeah, just depends on
possibly
who you
even
kiss.
Beth.
Well, Beth dies, so your role would be a little shorter.
Well,
and sad.
It would still be fun because I got to meet Beth. I got to meet Beth after the show.
You did. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So if you're Meg, you have to kiss Mr. Brooks, right? And if you're Joe, you have to kiss Mr. What's his name? The German dude.
No.
Lori. She's like kissing everybody. That's true.
No.
There's Lori, and then there's Amy kisses Lori.
Amy kisses Lori.
Wow, there's so much kissing in this story. I forgot about that.
I don't think Joe kisses anyone.
Yeah, she does. The German guy. What's his name? Mr. The professor.
The Professor Bar.
Mr. Professor.
Professor Bar. Professor Bar or something. Bear.
I forget his Bear. Yeah, it's Professor Bear. Yeah.
I don't think in the actual show they kiss. I think they just get married.
They just skip right to the marriage part. Yeah, well, you got to weigh all these decisions when you try out for these roles, huh? Thankfully, that will not be an issue at your 9-year-old self. Yeah.
But next year I could do it because
you will be in no kissing roles. I can tell you that.
Okay, I'll be Beth.
Unless you're kissing me.
Or I'll be Miss Kirk.
Miss Kirk. Yeah. Who did you say I should be? Like the old decrepit aunt, right? Isn't that what you said? Thank you so much. Apparently I would do well as an old decrepit aunt.
Aunt March.
Yeah. Sassy and alone. That's me.
All she cares about is being perfect and letting her nieces be perfect.
Me and Aunt March. Well, so what?
Or you could be Mommy, or you could be Marmy.
Aw, see, don't you feel like I'm more like a Marmee than a decrepit Aunt March? Sheesh. Thank you. Glad we got that settled. Holy smokes. So what do you want to be when you grow up? Let's just chat about that for a second.
And obviously an actor and a naturalist. If you're wondering what that is, I think it's
a who?
An naturalist. An actor and a naturalist. If you're wondering what a naturalist is,
yes, I am.
It's basically someone who, like, I guess travels the world or just like studies in their country. They study animals.
Huh.
And plants. They basically just study nature.
And what is the point of this studying? What happens because of the studying? What can you do with it?
He can either just like make a website about it, which I'm probably not going to do that. But the famous guy that I read about, his name is Jeff. But the guy that I read about,
Jeff the naturalist. Hey, Jeff.
Jeff Corwin.
Okay.
He actually, I think he sent all the stuff he studied to like scientists.
Huh.
Like,
for them
like
to
animals, just
to know about the animals.
Yeah. He also travels the world and not only studies them. In a book that I read, he put a bear to sleep, and because I think she had a hurt paw that I was reading about.
Okay.
Really quickly, because before the like sleeping potion ran out, I'm
getting palpitations just listening to this. The sleeping potion for a bear. Disturbing.
He like mended her paw and checked on him, like checked on her like a week later.
And this was in the wild.
This
like
was
in the wild.
Just in the wild.
Ugh. You like animals, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Are you mad at me that I won't let you get a pet?
I mean, you're not going to be in my house. I need to check with my husband when I grow up.
Oh, my girls really want animals specifically. And Gracie's always wanted a cat.
I'm over a ferret now. I'm over a ferret.
Oh, yeah. For a long time, it was a cat. And then she had this brief spell where she wanted a ferret. A ferret. They're like the ugliest things in the world.
Mom, I wanted a black-footed ferret.
A black-footed ferret.
They're in Africa. So I wanted to travel to Africa and capture one.
Oh, then you would take it away from its little home. So to be clear, I do not hate animals. Let's just.
No, you do not.
It's not that I hate animals. I just don't want to take care of one. Hand me a cute little puppy and I will snuggle it all day long. I have nothing against dogs or animals or anything. I just don't want to take the time to take care of one. I realize that knocks me down several notches in some people's books, but I will happily enjoy your animal. I just don't want to take care of one in my house. That's why I had kids. I don't need a pet. I have children. So thankfully, Gracie has forgiven me for that. And I told her when she is of drinking age, she can buy her own cat.
Excuse me?
Because you're going to need it. When you're 21.
Age.
When you're 21 years old, you can get an animal. Well, on that note, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, stay tuned for speed round of This or That with Gracie and her expert advice on living your best 9-year-old life. We're going to chat a little bit more about animals right when we come back from this break. You have tried it all. Worried you will never lose the extra weight or reclaim the energy you once enjoyed? Want to achieve fat loss without spending hours in a gym or eliminating entire food groups from your diet? Well, now you can. In the virtual Faster Way to Fat Loss with Anna, my 6-week fitness and nutrition program, you will learn how to pair effective 30-minute workouts with all natural, evidence-based nutritional strategies to leverage what you eat
and when you eat to reset your metabolism and burn fat fast, even that stubborn belly fat. I am a dual certified nurse practitioner passionate about teaching sustainable strategies to promote fat loss and prevent disease. I have cheered on thousands of clients who have done just that with the Faster Way program. In my 6-week program, the average client currently sheds 7 inches of body fat. 93% report more energy and 89% state that their mental health has improved. 100% of clients report they feel this program is sustainable. Curious to try the program but not sure if the strategies will work for you? Try the Faster Way strategies for free. Head to www.hammersandhugs.com and sign up for my free 7-day fat loss accelerator course today and start your own transformation story.
All right, we are back here with my daughter, Gracelyn Fulmer, the 9-year-old wonder, curly-headed wonder. A question that I'm sure I will get asked, where does she get the curls from? Although you can't really see them as much right now with your hair up, but she's got ringlets. They are not from me.
Her daddy's, my dad.
Yep. Her daddy's hair is curly, although even his hair is not quite ringlets. We're not really sure. I promise she's ours. Okay. Would you rather chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla, absolutely.
M&Ms
I don't know why. Everyone wants chocolate now.
But you're like, girl, give me vanilla.
I'm like my dad. I want vanilla.
That's fair. M&Ms or Skittles?
Skittles.
Cake or pie?
Depending on what cake, depending on what pie. But the only pie I like is your key lime pie, so pretty much cake.
What cake do you like?
Ice cream cake and cookies and cream cake.
That's true. You do like my ice cream cake. I always forget about that cake. I should make that again. Would you rather be Wonder Woman or
I'm scared where this is leading.
Would you rather be Wonder Woman? I'm totally blanking on what is the girl from the Marvel series?
Black Widow?
Thank you. I was going to say Black Panther. It's definitely not right. Would you rather be Wonder Woman or Black Widow?
Is Black Widow a bad guy? Oh,
no. So.
Black Widow's not a bad guy. I'm thinking of someone else. I think I'm thinking of Harley Quinn. Anyways, I don't know.
It's confusing.
Anyways, probably Wonder. Black
Would
Widow.
you rather be Wonder Woman or your mom?
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, here.
You're not cool enough. I'm joking.
I definitely do not look quite as good in the spandex as Wonder Woman.
It's not like you
true.
have an invisible belt and you have a whip inside of it.
Ooh, I would like one of those though. Let's see what we can do about that. Sign me up. Okay. Last question. Would you rather live in the woods by a lake or would you rather live in a house by the beach?
House by the beach.
Girl, you and me both. Let's go. All right. So we were just talking about animals, how much you love animals and how much you wish we could have a pet, but I won't let us get a pet. Zach and I are thankfully both on the same page here. So our poor children, it's okay. You have siblings. So let's talk a little bit. You love dolphins. Are dolphins your favorite animal? Remind me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Second is
they are so cool.
Probably a raccoon, and then a third is a toucan.
I will never forget when I was in Florida with my family, with my siblings, and we were scuba diving and we were out on the boat in Florida and the boat captain saw dolphins and he said that they tend to live in this particular area of where we were. And he threw a tennis ball to them and the dolphins hit it back into the boat. I kid you not. It might've been a rubber ball, not a tennis ball.
I know why.
Hit it back in. That was the coolest thing. They made me so happy.
Dolphins are one I think this is unique because dolphins are like one on the whole planet of an animal that won't jump up and bite someone's head off like a tiger or a lion will.
Or your sister.
Or my sister.
Yeah. They're happy. They just seem so happy. And the way they talk and
they're
communicate.
domesticated. They're domesticated.
They're domesticated? What's that mean?
It means like you can have it as a pet. That's why I found
a dolphin?
Out. Yes.
For real?
Yes. That's why my 2020 that's why my 2020 resolution was I wanted a dolphin.
Okay, first of all, my 9-year-old is making resolutions. Let's just talk about that for a minute. I did not know they were domesticated and that I could have one as a pet. I might have to change my bucket list. So let's talk for a second about how they communicate. How do dolphins communicate?
Dolphins communicate by using echolocation.
So they make noises.
Yes. If one dolphin is close in the shore and another dolphin is far out and they can't whistle or click to each other, they send a wave of echolocation to them and they know what they're saying. They also use that to hunt for food or like find out if predators here. Like
maybe we should try that sometime. Can we use echolocation?
No.
If I just throw out sound waves, will you hear me when I need you for something?
Nope. You're going to have to yell.
Shucks. We need dolphins. So if you could have any animal as a pet, we've already mentioned that you want a dolphin as a pet, except I think a dolphin would be very sad in our bathtub and maybe not live very long. So that might be off the table.
If I have a dolphin, I'd build a pool for it, a very big one.
But then it would be sad because they can't talk to anybody with its echolocation.
Then I'll buy 2.
So they can just chat with each other. I hope they like each other.
Yeah.
Because they're stuck for a long time. And T-minus 2 seconds before Lily tries to ride both of them.
Okay, here we go. I'll buy the girl. My husband will buy the boy.
Well, that's fair. I love how that you're married.
Then we can have more dolphins.
You're married in all of these scenarios. Yep. So, like, is your husband essential to owning a pet?
I'm going to have to ask him.
Oh, you're so thoughtful. Oh, that is nice. So, okay, speaking of your siblings and animals, if Caleb was any animal, what would he be? Which animal does Caleb remind you of? Your brother, Caleb?
Well, Caleb is crazy. Not as crazy as Lily, but...
He's crazy in a different way. Caleb is hilarious.
Yeah. He's also really smart. I could see him as a chimpanzee for some reason. Because, first of all...
You can see Caleb as a monkey?
First of all...
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, I can see it.
Chimpanzee or gorilla, because chimpanzees and gorillas are playful, but they're also smart. Like, gorillas know sign language. And I'm not joking about that. Gorillas know some sign language. They're not domesticated.
So Caleb reminds you of a chimpanzee. And he has a lot less hair than one, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Must have counted the hairs on his body.
But he's smart. Yeah.
Yes.
But he's smart. Okay. So Caleb reminds you of a monkey. Okay. And then what about Lily? If Lily were an animal, which animal would she be?
What's crazier than a lion?
Crazier or more dangerous? I feel like they're different.
Maybe a mix.
What's crazy and dangerous?
Like,
Ooh.
I don't know.
A hyena.
A venomous snake. A venomous snake. And
Lily, we love you. We love you. Yeah, but here's the thing about Lily. Lily is so cute. You've got to find an animal that is like super cute and you want to go up and pet it, but you have to be careful because it might bite your finger off. A koala? Would a koala bite your finger off? I don't know.
No, a koala's too lazy.
No, that's not Lily.
That is not Lily. That's me.
Yeah. Also not true. You are definitely not lazy. Well, I don't know if anyone has any animal suggestions. Cute, cuddly, super sweet, but can turn on you in an instant. That would be Lily. Lily is our wild card, and we love her dearly for it. You guys are little BFFs. We like to joke about Lily and her thorny side, but the fact is, she is also the biggest sweetheart you will ever meet. When you're sick, Lily will come up and like hug you and pat you on the back and bring you water and tissues and yeah. And then the next minute, she's a wild child. You guys have been sharing a room for several years now. What is that like? That was hard at first.
Painful. And still painful.
It was very painful. Listen, it was painful for me as a mother at first because you guys would like agitate each other like crazy when we moved into our last house and we only had 3 bedrooms. So you guys had to share a room and she was only 2? Maybe 2. So you guys have been sharing a room for 3 years now, but tell me I'm wrong. You actually like sharing a room with her and you don't like when she's not sleeping in the room with you.
Okay, yes. That's true. If she's sleeping in your bed and Caleb's not here, I want to sleep in her bed too.
Yeah, you want her to come sleep in your room. Yeah.
And so like if I'm in my bed but I'm disappointed about something, she's going to climb up the backside of Caleb's bed, get on my bed, and start sleeping with me.
Yeah.
Because she's sad for me.
Yeah, she is a sweetheart like that. We love Lily. Lily needs like another year or 2 before she comes on here for an interview because she would just be a goofball the whole time. I don't think we'd have much of a conversation, but she is a sweetheart. And I love seeing you guys become little BFF sisters. What do you guys call each other?
Best sissies.
Best sissies. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Well, a couple of quick questions on living your best 9-year-old life. If you could be president at 9 years old and change something, what would it be? That Chick-fil-A would be open on Sunday? No, that's what I would do. Sorry. Seriously? I'm just kidding. I have so much admiration for them. But the only days I stop and think, I want Chick-fil-A today, it's always a Sunday. Anyway, that's my problem, not yours. What would you change?
Well, going back to animals, probably literally, if they litter something, I'm going to put them in jail.
Ooh.
For at least a week. Maybe just 3 days.
So like pollution, if people are, I guess that's not pollution.
If people are
like littering,
invading an animal's or plant's space, they're going to get arrested. I'll be the president for the whole world and watch over everyone.
Gracie, it was so fun to have you on here. You are going to change the world one day. You don't have to be president to change it.
Order in the court.
Order in the court. Yes.
I think that's a judge.
Is basically the vice president of our home, it feels like. Well, thank you for coming on to my podcast. I love you, 4th grade girl.
Hi, Mom.
Hey guys, Anna here. If you found this video helpful, then you do not want to miss this video right here beside me on the screen. Click on it. I know you're going to enjoy it. You guys remember, you cannot be redefined, only redeveloped, one imperfect day at a time. Your story matters, and you are loved.